Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we got another special for you guys. This one is a community replay sent in by G-Man Wrecker. And he's a guy that's watched the channel for a very long time and has been waiting patiently to see his replay selected for a community replay. And he's not alone. There's a lot of you out there who sent in video clips for community replays to be featured on the channel. Now, before we reopen having people send in more clips for the community replays, I want to go through some of the ones that we've already had in the works. So we're gonna be going through those over the next couple of weeks. We're taking a break from our Path 2 series for a little bit. We will continue with the Path to the Cruisers very soon. But I'm going to take a little bit of a time off to go over some of these community replays with you guys, because I think these could be a lot of fun. Now, his first shot was what we'd all expect, a good old-fashioned overpen. We got a couple of penetrations for nothing, basically 1,448 damage. But he's got a broadside synop at 19 kilometers, begging for a paddling, and he unleashes all 9 guns of the 16 inches of freedom. Wait for it. Pow! You gotta love it, man. Anytime you see a Russian battleship sailing broadside at any range, you start to smile in an American battleship, because you know that you're gonna punish him. But he's not done yet. The Synop may have gotten his due, but he's still sailing broadside. And so, I mean, if you can do it once, you can do it twice. Now, he recognizes that the Synop is going to have to avoid those torpedoes, so he changes over to shooting at another broadside target, and that is the Colorado. Now, recently, the Colorado has become something weird. I don't know what it is about the Colorado, but for whatever reason, I personally have been struggling to Citadel Colorados at any sort of medium or long range. Up close, it's no problem, but at medium and long range, I've been struggling. Let's see if G-Man has the same problem. And, yeah, I mean, aimed a little too far forward. Colorado was going a little slow and turned out a little bit, so those shells didn't really hit the mark. But we have a Miyoko, and you know, Japanese heavy cruisers in reverse, not doing a whole lot. Is he? There's no way he lobs this island, right? No, there's no way. It's clear on the screen that he's not going to lob that island. But you miss all of the shots you don't take, and is there a chance that it goes over the gap? Oh my god, it actually did. Oh! Oh my god, not only did it go over the gap, but it hit exactly where he needed to hit. And just like that, we're up to 82,000 damage. And that Miyoko is gone. Swiftly removed from the battle. But, you know, anytime you see these kind of community replays, there's one thing that's always abundant. And that is broadside targets waiting to be punished. And this time we have an Amagi doing the same thing. Now notice he is aiming a little low. The Amagi is angled in towards him a little bit, so aiming a little low, he wants to hit towards the center and rear of that ship, and he gets a nice chunk. 9,500 damage. You'll never be upset hitting for 10,000 damage and above in a battleship, ever. No, you get upset when you get a shot that looks like it's gonna smash and it does 1,400 damage. That's when you get upset. But then we've got an Odin out here on the left side who just took some torpedoes and is definitely struggling. You know, he's probably flooding, he's got a fire burning there, but he's also broadside to an Iowa, and even at close range, his turtleback armor may keep him from being citadeled, but it's still, never mind, I lied. What do I know about turtleback armor? He's inside 10 kilometers, and yeah, he gets citadeled. You gotta love it. And this is what you gotta love about battleships. And, you know, I say a lot of things a lot. And a lot of people call me out on it. Spartan, all you do is complain. I complain because I enjoy the game. I really do love this game. And so I like to see things that I enjoy, you know, treated at least fairly in the game's eye. But these are the games, these kind of games right here. We got 5 Citadels, 114,000 damage G-Man has. And, why not stack a 6th Citadel in there on a target that he blind fires on the backside of an island, plunging fire on a freaking German heavy cruiser? Or was that a Nürnberg? I don't remember. But a German cruiser nonetheless. And he gets the plunging fire Citadel on the cruiser. You gotta love it. You just gotta love it. sometimes RNG just says, no matter what, you're gonna have a fun game. And that's why we love battleships so much, is for these games like this. You don't get them very often anymore, but when you do, it's just so fun. As he reaches out and smashes, doesn't get a citadel, but smashes that Colorado for 5 penetrations, and what was it, like 11 or 15,000 damage or something like that. I honestly, I missed the damage counter, so I'll just keep it at, he smashed the guy. Let's just put it that way. He took a nice chunk, and the Colorado has not changed anything here. He may be slightly turning to the left here, but he's still reversing. He's still very slow, and he's still begging for it. And honestly, we have 16-inch guns, which means his 25mm bow isn't going to help him much. Which is something that you got to remember when you're in a battleship at tier 5, tier 6, okay? You don't have the armor to compete with 16-inch guns. And that goes for guys at your own tier or guys in Iowa's or any other tier that has 16-inch guns and above. You gotta know what overmatches you, because turning bow in, yeah, it makes you skinnier, but it's not gonna help you in terms of damage because these guns overmatch. And it goes the same when you're fighting when you're fighting a Yamato in any sort of battleship that isn't a gross occur first. The Yamato overmatches you. You know this. So going bow in isn't always the best play, as he picks up his Confederate on that Colorado across the map. And, I mean, there's still plenty of targets, and sadly, his team has somehow managed to keep this game ridiculously close. I don't know how it is. He's been reaching out, and he's been slapping people, he's been punching them right in the mouth, and left to right and center, getting his Confederate. He has 163,000 damage. This Colorado's angled and absolutely begging for a punishment. The other Colorado's pushing up, thinking he's going to get a shot on G-Man here. But unfortunately, G-Man's shot falls a little short, I think, and only gets 1 penetration, a couple overpins. And now G-Man is actually in a position where he could have some problems. But just as quickly as the position has that he could have some problems, the Amagi gets obliterated by torpedoes. Again, doesn't look like this shot's going to be able to go over the island. I think he agrees, so he's going to aim. He's going to take what the enemy gives him. Probably not going to get the Citadel here. It's too far back on the ship, but a couple of penetrations, still going to be a good hit. And there you go, 7,000 damage, no problem. Miyoko survives for now. G-Man not using his damage con. There it goes. Damage con down for a single fire. We'll see if that comes back to bite him very shortly. But he's also using one of his heals. He's got 2 heals left. He's looking over at that Colorado, who is just, once again, begging for it from G-Man. G-Man has the most beautiful crossfire you could ever ask for. This guy's going very, very slow. G-Man recognizes. Rear guns hit the island, unfortunately, but the front guns should have no trouble getting through. And they look very, very good with horizontal dispersion. Boom! Down he goes. Goodbye, Colorado. But as quickly as that Colorado goes down, we have another Colorado just begging for it as the Udachi catches the guy in front of G-Man. And I'm not going to lie, this Udachi caught everybody off guard here. G-Man starts to bow tank the initial threat, but he also goes broadside to a Colorado. Colorado reaches out, touches him, makes him pay. That's going to be like almost 10,000 damage. And oh my god, there's the Udachi reload booster. You hate to see it. That's going to do it for G-Man. But a hell of a game from G-Man. Slapping everybody in the mouth. If only he had recognized a little sooner that Udachi was there. But again, there's only so much you can do. We have a full health Le Fantasque here that could easily carry this match. There's a very low health Miyoko. There is a Udachi that a Le Fantasque can bully. And there is a Colorado. This Fantasque could absolutely win this match. But I have no idea where he's going. Let's be real. But let's just recap on this. This man, G-Man, pulling off 43 targets hit. You gotta love that. 43 is my number, as you guys know. I know, a little weird number. Who goes 43, right? Well, 43 was my basketball number, so it's always been kind of a favorite number of me. So 43, 7 Citadels in this match, 3 kills, 208,000 damage done, and what looks to be a loss if this Le Fantasque can't pull this off. But like I said, This Lay Fantas could easily win this match if the enemy decides that they want to win harder. The enemy doesn't have to do anything. They just run for the fences. And unfortunately, G-Man does not keep us in the fight. That's real unfortunate. But still a great replay by G-Man. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the ending. We don't get to see the results page. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. And yeah, that kind of caught me off guard as well. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in the next video.